Hello there, thanks so much for tuning in. So I'm Tim and this is a channel all about my hobbies. Today, that particular hobby is Epic, even more specifically Epic 30K, and then even more specifically than that, Legions Imperialis, the Games Workshop reboot of Epic 40K, Epic set in the Horus Heresy. Now I absolutely love the Horus Heresy. I don't care that there aren't Xenos races in there. I love the Marine on Marine with the little sub-factions in there, Mechanicum, Solar Auxilia, other stuff. I know that there's a lot of butthurt people out there wondering where their 40k is. You've got 40k, that's huge. But like I say, this is 30k, this is Horus Heresy, so at most we'll see things like Custodes, Mechanicum coming out, and an expansion on the Solar Auxilia, I should say, and the Imperial Army as well, demons, that kind of thing. I feel that really helps to keep it nice and balanced. If you just look at Adeptus Titanicus and how wonderful that playset is, and how little bitching and moaning there is in forums and on Reddit, when you compare that to, I mean, I've started a small Eldar 40k force, joined a few Facebook groups, a few subreddits. Oh my days, unbelievable the amount of awful. So yeah, if that can stay out of my hobby, then that would be fantastic. Before I really do get started on tangents, please do double check that you are subscribed to the channel, and if you're not, please do consider doing so. So over lockdown and then the past couple of years, I just went balls deep into Adeptus Titanicus. I absolutely love the setting, as I've just mentioned. I absolutely love the scale. I love the models, all of the Titans and the Knights. They are beautiful kits. So nice to put together, so nice to paint, to add like the striping, chevrons, all those kinds of details. They're a miniature work of art. I absolutely love it. The game is fantastic to play too. And I've put together quite a nice Legio. I went for Legio Praesagius, which is the one that is most closely attached to the Ultramarines and was present on Calth, and unfortunately mostly destroyed on Calth. And if you'd like to check out my collection, then I'll pop a card up at the top of your screen and in the description as soon as I get round to filming that video. If it's way in the future, then I'll have filmed it. If you're watching this now, no chance. GW also, around the same time I think it was, possibly slightly later, released Aeronautica Imperialis, exactly the same new Epic scale. I think it's around 8mm, but it's just Epic scale. We don't need to put numbers on it. It is what it is. And whilst the game never appealed to me, the models absolutely did. There's some gorgeous models for this range. And so I picked up a couple, namely the Thunderhawk. So yes, I own a Thunderhawk in plastic, and it is a beautiful kit. And then I also picked up Forge World made the little Arvus Lighters, which is, to be fair, one of my favourite ever GW models and kits. I've got one in 40k scale, but yeah, to have them in 30k scale, Epic 30k scale, I should say, is even better. Absolutely love those. So all of this is my very long-winded, Tim-branded, convoluted way of saying that I am very much preparing and somewhat am prepared for the very imminent release of Legions Imperialis. It's coming out next month, and part of that prep work was to pick up some more airplanes. Something that I think that many other people are doing as well, because they are pretty much out of stock now wherever you look. So I grabbed this box of the Storm Eagle Squadron from Chris, who runs my local, very friendly game store, Excalibur, here in Taunton. And yes, they've been around for ages, but many people might be new to the kit, so I thought we'd do a quick bit of an unboxing. So yeah, let's take a look. So here's the brand new old box. Brand new to me, old box. And yeah, we've got some examples on the back. I absolutely love that paint scheme. Naturally, I'm going to be doing Ultramarines. So yeah, Guilliman's Glory might be a way to do it. I'm really excited to see these models. I mean, obviously I've got these beauties back here. So many parts went into building that Thunderhawk actually, so I'll be interested to see what these sprues actually look like, and yeah, what there is involved in putting one of these together. So yeah, let's just slice the box open. Here we go, and then this is the contents. So we've got the rules on there for Aeronautica. We've got some build instructions. Looks relatively simple actually. We've got a lovely little transfer sheet with some numerals, some hazard striping. Absolutely love the inclusion of that. Some little baby Legion symbols and so on. Some slightly bigger ones. So yeah, that's going to be handy potentially. We've got the sticks of the flight stand, so you can have 2 short ones, 2 tall ones, 1 of each, etc. And then the bases. Oh yeah, there's the other one. So yeah, the Aeronautica bases. So these are going to be a thing of the past, really, I guess, at some point soon. They're grey. They're exactly the same plastic. You can prime them, I guess. You can paint them up to look nice. I don't know where the bases are for these ones. I think I probably, in my haste, just binned them, but I'll be putting them on the Legion Imperialis bases anyway. And then here we go, we've got 1 sprue. It's quite a densely packed sprue really, and just looking at it, it's quite clever how it all fits together. So that might be a better side for it. So we've got this top piece which has the front canopy and the wings and sort of the back of the fuselage, and then we've got side pieces and then an underneath, so it kind of fits together as a 4 almost. So that's pretty cool. We've got some jet nozzles down here. We've got fins and things. Those are the ones that sort of stick up from the top, I guess. All manner of other bits. We've got parts for the missile pods that sit on the back as well. We've got the amazingly tiny las cannons, I think they are, that go under the wings. And yeah, that's just a really, really lovely looking sprue. That's going to be an awful lot of fun to build and put together. And that's exactly what we're going to do now. We'll switch to a time lapse and I will put these together. Might not be glued, might be blue tacked. We'll see how much time I have. But yeah, going to get to work on this for you now. So there we go, that is, well, 1 tiny little Storm Eagle put together. I'll put them together properly with cement, etc. Off of camera, probably overlay some kind of photographic evidence of doing so at this point, maybe. But yeah, absolutely beautiful kits, so simple to put together, really, really easy. So much nicer than their large scale Horus Heresy 30k counterparts. Although I don't actually speak from experience with the Storm Eagle, I bought a Fire Raptor from the Games Day or whichever open day it was that it was released. I have tried many, many times to put it together and it is still in pieces, in the bag, and just is a constant sort of albatross of shame around my neck. It's an awful kit to get to put together, so this scale I can totally dig. This is awesome. Naturally, I'm going to go with an Ultramarine scheme for my epic Legions Imperialis army. Not only will it tie in just with my regular 30k army, but it will really help with making multi-scale campaigns easier to facilitate. So the trifecta, the dream of always going for like a battle fleet gothic that feeds into a epic scale all-out war with little sort of 30k scale skirmishes going on, by having my epic Legion the same scheme as my 30k, then it'll all tie in together. It's going to be a wonderful thing. What I might do though, because it's such small scale, and this is just me spitballing now and going completely off script, is it seems to be fairly detachment based, and what I could do is add in detachments of various other legions along the way. So like have a little like small contingent of Imperial Fists or some Iron Hands maybe, or something like that, I don't know, to work alongside it. That would be absolutely awesome. What I might also do is venture for the very first time into a Traitor Legion and go with Word Bearers perhaps, or World Eaters, or a combined thing, so that we can reenact Kauth or the Is it the Shadow Wars? The Shadow Campaign? All of that kind of stuff? Anyway, completely off track now. You know where it's at. This is all about going off track and tangents, this channel. Please do let me know if you're hyped for Legions Imperialis, Epic 30k down in the comments section. I'd love to chat with you, nerd out about it. I'll be posting whips and progress stuff up on my Instagram. You can find that linked down in the description. Before we sign out, please do all of the usual YouTube business, liking, subscribing, commenting, ringing bells, etc. And I'll catch you very soon on the next one. We seem to be on a roll, touch wood, don't want to jinx it, etc. Yada yada. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Cheers.